Hello and welcome, my friend. It's so good to have you here with me today on English Edge. I'm John, and I'm really happy that you've decided to spend some time with me. If this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you've been with us before, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate that. This podcast is a space where we learn English through ideas that can change your life. Today, I want to talk about something simple but powerful, something that could change the way you see yourself and your mind. That idea is you are not your thoughts. I know it might sound strange. After all, thoughts are always with us. They appear in our heads all day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep. Some of them make us laugh. Others make us worry. And sometimes we even believe that we are our thoughts. But what if that's not true? What if you are something maper? So let's go step by step. Slowly, I promise to speak clearly and simply so you can follow every word. Not only will you improve your English listening skills, but you'll also discover something important about your mind and your emotions. Let's begin by asking a basic question. What are thoughts? Thoughts are the sentences, images, or ideas that appear in our minds. They can be short, like I'm tired, or long, like a whole story we tell ourselves. They can be positive, like I did a great job today, or negative, like I'm not good enough. They can come from things we see, memories from the past, or even worries about the future. The truth is, we have thousands of thoughts every day. Most of them are automatic. We don't choose them. They just show up. Some thoughts are helpful. They guide us to take action. For example, the thought, I should study now, can help us grow. Other thoughts are unhelpful. They might say, you're not smart enough, or you're going to fail. And even though those thoughts are just words in our minds, they can affect our emotions, our decisions, and even our confidence. Now, here is the most important idea I want to share with you today. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. Let me say that again. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. We all have thoughts that are not facts. They're just stories, guesses, or emotional reactions. But when we believe them without question, they can control our mood and actions. So what can we do? We can learn to notice our thoughts. We can become the observer, the person who watches the thoughts without becoming them. Imagine this. You're standing on the side of a road. Cars are passing by. Some are big, some are small, some are noisy, others are quiet. Each car is like a thought. But you're not the cars, you're just watching. That's how your mind works too. Thoughts pass by, but you don't have to jump into everyone. You can stay on the sidewalk and just observe. Here's another image. Think of the sky. When you look up, you see clouds moving. Some clouds are light and fluffy, others are dark and heavy. But no matter what, the sky is always there behind the clouds. In the same way, you are always there behind your thoughts. You are not the cloud. You are the skate. Let's make this more personal. Have you ever had a thought like, I'm not good enough? Most people have. Maybe it appeared after you made a mistake. Maybe it came when you compared yourself to someone else. That thought probably made you feel seen or weak. But stop for a moment and ask, is that thought true? Or is it just an automatic reaction from your brain? If you look closely, you might see that it's not based on fact. It's based on fear or doubt. You see, the brain has one job, to keep us safe. It creates stories to prepare us for danger. But sometimes those stories are based on the past, on what others said to us, or on things that are not real right now. And when we believe those thoughts, we suffer. But here's the good news. You don't have to believe every thought. You can choose which ones to listen to and which ones to let go. You can develop a new habit to pause, notice, and breathe. Let's say you have a thought like, I will fail this exam. Instead of believing it right away, you pause. You say to yourself, that's just a thought. You take a deep breath, and then you ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Maybe the answer is no. Then you can choose to think something different, like, I'll do my best, or I'm still learning. You're not lying to yourself. You're choosing to support yourself. Another way to change your relationship with your thoughts is by changing how you speak to yourself. Listen to the difference between these two sentences. I'm a failure and I'm having the thought that I'm a failure. The first one sounds final. It sounds like an identity. The second one creates space. It reminds you that the thought is separate from who you are. Let's do a small exercise. Think of a negative thought you've had recently. Something like, I'm not good at English, or people don't like me. Now try to say it like this. I'm having the thought that I'm not good at English, or I'm having the thought that people don't like me. Can you feel the difference? That small change can give you the power to respond instead of react. You are not weak because you have negative thoughts. Everyone has them. Even the most confident people feel fear, doubt, and sadness. The difference is that some people learn to observe their thoughts while others become trapped by them. But the great news is observing is a skill you can learn. Let's go deeper. When you observe a thought, you become free. Free to choose your reaction. Free to speak with kindness. Free to stop blaming yourself. The thought might still be there, but it loses its power over you. You become the one who chooses. Some people think that observing thoughts means ignoring feelings. But that's not true. You can still feel your emotions. You can feel sadness, anger, or fear. You just don't let the thoughts control your actions. You create space between the thought and your next move. And in that space, you find freedom. Another way to practice this is with a simple sentence. You can repeat it to yourself whenever a hard thought appears. That sentence is, this is just a thought. I don't have to believe it. Simple, right? But very powerful. Try saying it now in your mind. This is just a thought. I don't have to believe it. You can also use a short mantra. A mantra is a phrase you repeat to help you stay calm and focused. Here are two you can try. I am more than my thoughts. I choose peace. You can say these quietly to yourself during the day, especially when your mind feels noisy or stressed. Let's imagine a situation. You are walking into a room and nobody looks at you. Suddenly, a thought appears. They don't like me. Your body starts to feel tight. Your heart beats faster. But then you pause, you take a breath. You say to yourself, this is just a thought. I don't have to believe it. Maybe those people were just busy. Maybe they didn't see you. You give yourself space to choose a kinder interpretation. Another example, you are learning English and you make a mistake. A voice in your head says, you'll never be fluent. But again, you pause, you breathe, and you say, that's just a thought. I'm still learning. With time, this habit makes you stronger, more peaceful, more confident. Let's not forget, this takes practice. At first, your thoughts might feel very loud and real, but with practice, you begin to notice them earlier. You start to question them. You speak to yourself with more care. You can also try writing. When a strong thought appears, write it down. Then ask, is this thought true? Is it helpful? What would I say to a friend who had this thought? Writing helps you see things more clearly. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. Some days your thoughts will feel heavy. That's okay. What matters is that you keep practicing. Even a small pause, a small breath, can change the course of your day. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who hears them. You are the one who chooses how to respond. That is a beautiful kind of power. So my friend, as you continue learning English and building your life, I invite you to carry this message in your heart. You are not your doubts. You are not your worries. You are not your fears. You are not your mistakes. You are something deeper, something calm, strong, and kind. When a thought tries to make you feel small, remember who you are. When fear tells you to stop, take a breath and move gently forward. When your mind is loud, return to your mantra. I am more than my thoughts. Or simply, this is just a thought. I don't have to believe it. You are learning, growing, and becoming wiser. That is something to celebrate. I am proud of you for being here today and for taking this step toward more awareness and peace. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this episode helped you, feel free to listen to it again. Repetition is powerful. Share it with a friend who might need to hear this too. And keep practicing, not just your English, but your ability to observe and to choose your path with clarity and love. This is John from English Edge. Take care of yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. And remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who sees, who grows, who moves forward. Until next time, stay calm, stay kind, and keep walking forward, one step, one breath, one word at a time.